Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you. Today I'm giving you guys a 2v2 matchup between JN and Moonstar against Th000 and Infi. Alright, it looks like this is going to be JN over here as the red human player, meanwhile Moonstar as the red night elf. Let's take a look over here at Infi and Th000. And it looks like Infi and Th000 both decided to use not their real names, and both decided to use the same color. Or not the same color, the same race. So I really have no way of distinguishing between the two. I apologize already. I will just go ahead and say this is a 2v2 matchup, and how often do I get to cast really good 2v2 games? Now, here, WarCraft 3, we are going to be looking at this 2v2 matchup, human versus night elf human here on Tidewater Glades. And generally, 2v2 matchups are much faster. Now, unlike the games that you might play on the WarCraft 3 ladder, where both sides just sits in their base and macros up very heavily and then just throws very big units at each other, that's not most likely what we're going to see here. It takes a lot of coordination, but with this coordinated attack, we could actually see some very effective tactics. If both players are willing to, consolidate their efforts and try and be aggressive, you can easily catch your opponent while they're out creeping and then have things fall apart on them pretty quickly. Let's take a look at over here. Altar of Kings, both of them are training up Archmage. All three of them are training up on Archmage. Meanwhile, it is a Demon Hunter coming in from Moonstar. Alright, Ancient of War creeping, getting underway. You can see that Ancient of War is now getting into position. There is one green Drake here, and that means that green Drake is going to be dealing a lot of damage to this Archer, most likely, since the green Drake can only hit that Archer, or only tries to aggro things that can actually attack back. Now, focusing onto the Archer and the Water Elemental and that Archmage there, that green Drake is going to absorb or deal a whole bunch of damage, while the Militia and all the other units are now down here. Meanwhile, the Archmage is going to be going after this Goblin Merchant creep camp with Militia. Going to go ahead and clear this out with no problem, as the other player is going to try and go after that green Drake creep camp. Now, this is a double Water Elemental trick here. It allows you to try and make sure, you really want to make sure that the Water Elementals are getting attacked, but only one of them at a time. It looks as though one is going to lose aggro there. This one now taking a little bit too much damage. You want all three to attack, or to be able to attack without falling, and this is definitely a problem. This Water Elemental down to 22 hit points, so it looks like it will get taken down, and it is still going battle to battle right here up against this green Drake. The green Drake will fall. Archmage is sitting at level 2.5-ish, and picks up a Sobi Mask, a very nice item for him. Meanwhile, on the other side, Archmage does have a Scroll of the Beast and Mantle of Intelligence. Gonna try to be aggressive off over here. The Demon Hunter creeping alongside that Archmage. Archmage with Vampiric Aura, very effective for that Demon Hunter at least, as he will be able to regenerate hit points very quickly. The Demon Hunter now giving chase, trying to go after the Footman on the far side. Is the Archmage going to be able to catch up? We could be seeing this come in just a moment there. There is that damage. The Demon Hunter does have a little bit of that Vampiric Aura, so you can see every swipe that he gets off will give him about 3 to 4 hit points, which is substantial in a fight. That is actually almost double the regeneration rate, as the Demon Hunter now going after the rest of the units. Archmage may get that that Archer over there does get it, but we are still seeing a little bit of a chase. Now coming back around, we are seeing some scouting come into play. The mercenary camp, there is a farm down over here. Meanwhile, back over here, Archmage is running away from that Demon Hunter. Both sides just trying to get away still. And it looks like it is a 2-on-1 fight with one of the human armies. That Archmage at level 2 is pretty much fighting a 2-on-1 battle. And what this means is that this Archmage is going to be able to come back over the top and now get really strong reinforcements. So far, it feels like it's been a one-sided battle throughout the game so far. Moonstar and Play have been playing, or sorry, Moonstar and JN have been playing extremely well. But now that we have the double Archmage Footman army, things are going to turn around. All right, there is now a surround onto that Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter not in a good position at all. Archmage now already up to level 3. This Demon Hunter, what is it doing? Is it going to get that Footman? No, it is not. Uses a potion of healing as well, and then uses a scroll of Town Portal. That was a complete waste. And things might go very, very poor for him playing, or JN now running all the way back here. You've got to be just a little bit mad at your partner for not using the scroll of Town Portal earlier, burning through a scroll of a potion of healing as well, a greater potion of healing, and now really with nothing to show for it, as the Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble. He is trying to go up. He is getting surrounded there. Demon Hunter down to 56 hit points. It gets taken out very, very quickly. That Demon Hunter just ventured forth a little bit too far, as we now finally see Roar being used. Militia now being called off from the north. The archers are trying to pull back here. The militia should really be trying to engage, as the archers the militia now pulling back here, as the footmen going after the archers being left to their own fate in a horrible twist of fate there, as the archers now running all the way back. Footmen now trying to regather. It looks as though the Ancient of War was taken down, and now Moonstar is in trouble. Moonstar needs to resurrect that Demon Hunter. I don't see a resurrected Demon Hunter anywhere on the map yet. He hasn't even bothered to try to resurrect at the Altar of Elders yet. So this is a real bad problem, as a Naga Sea Witch now has been picked up. Naga Sea Witch right next to the Goblin Alchemist. Alchemist now being chosen, and not exactly sure what the Alchemist is being used for. All right, Footmen are engaging. The Footmen do have Defend here, and the Archmage is just trying to fight back. The Footmen with Defend able to pull back very easily. Those two Water Elementals just getting bounced back damage continually, as we are now looking at another engagement. All right, Healing Spray being used by the Alchemist, and this is a very, very effective 1-2 punch, since the Goblin Alchemist has plenty of mana from the Brilliance Aura of the other two Archmages. Even transferring the Sobi Mask to the Alchemist would perhaps be a very, very smart call, as the Alchemist can easily heal up every unit on the field in a matter of moments. All right, let's see. Are we going to see another Healing Spray here? No, a bit of a curse onto the Alchemist. Let's see what's going to be happening here. Are we going to see Healing Spray? That looks like a perfect location for it. Yes, just Healing Spraying all of the units here, as the Demon Hunter now trying to get resurrected. So many Footmen just surrounding to take down the Altar of Elders, and this is teamwork at its best, as Moonstar and JN are going to be losing game 1 in this series. The base is already gone. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion unless JN can really pull a rabbit out of his hat and really make an impressive play. I don't see that happening yet. The Demon Hunter and the Panda both low on level, and now the Archmage with that Vampiric Aura. Perhaps the Vampiric Aura on the Demon Hunter would have saved him a bit earlier, since he would have had more hit points. Not 100% sure about that, as we're now going into a bit of an engagement. All right, Demon Hunter down to 300 hit points. All right, there's the attack. We see Curse come in as well. Moonstar with that Shadow Dancer right there. We are going to be going into a bit of an engagement here. The Footmen now just chasing after this poor Panda. The poor Panda gonna get surrounded here. This is not a good spot for him. Footman now coming in with the Fend, no Breath of Fire, and there he goes, completely surrounded once again, as Healing Spray used once more to heal the rest of the units. All right, Thunder Lizard coming in from play. A very nice Thunder Clap there. Perhaps the Thunder Lizard doesn't have a lightning-based Purge attack. I'm not 100% sure, but he could be dealing a good amount of damage here. All right, are we going to see another Thunderclap? Yes, we do. A lot of damage being dealt across all these units. All the units are now pulling back. Moonstar maybe getting the miracle that he's looking for, and this is looking very, very strong right now. JN really just pushing forward with a lot of units here, and these Thunder Lizards and Moonstar's Shadow Dancer causing a lot of disruption with all of them missing, as the Water Elementals are still pushing forward. All right, the Priest now going to get taken down, and the Demon Hunter falls again at level 3, but not before a tremendous amount of damage was dealt by JN. So JN does a great job here. However, the town hall, or the main building, was taken out now. You kind of need to just find a way to get more gold, and right now having the Thunder Lizard the Archmage, the Panda, all together. Very, very strong units. That Panda was taken out relatively early, needed to get off another Breath of Fire or two to really make up for his loss. All right, Archmage is coming back, and now we see the Goblin Alchemist is being added once more. Level 1 Goblin Tinker. So we have seen the Goblin Tinker and the Goblin Alchemist, both of them very, very strong units there. And now what is going to be happening next? I don't know if you guys know this, but the Goblin, this is not the Alchemist. That's the Ogre. The Alchemist is actually on the back of the Ogre there, and he's kind of just riding it, riding along. So I don't know if you really knew that, but yeah, there you can see the Alchemist is right there, sitting in the little backpack, getting carried, getting Bjorn, whatever you want to call it, in this fight. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at what's going to be happening here. Alchemist sitting at level 2. Are we going to perhaps see Healing Spray? Water Elementals are engaging, and both sides with a lot of potential damage. There's the Thunder Lizard. There's the Thunder Clap on both sides as the Militia once again pushing in. Goblin Tinker has to be extremely careful. Ventures in very, very far in, and now trapped between a rock and a hard place. There it goes, as the Panda still sitting at level 1, may try to get off a Breath of Fire on all of these units. All right, there, no Breath of Fire, getting stunned by a Mountain King just in time. There's the Breath of Fire as he gets taken down here, but we are getting more and more towers up. So many Water Elementals, so much damage being dealt, and this is just going to be the GG as JN leaves first. Let's take a look at this. JN really played very strong. It was Moonstar that was the weakest link there. Not very big of a difference between first or second and third place in terms of total score, but between third and fourth, a 15,000 total score difference. You can see the heroes, level 3, level 1, compared to a level 4, 2, 1, and a 4, 1. Take a look at the number of units, and Moonstar just had a very, very small army. Perhaps, did they transfer resources? Yes, they did, but really not that much. I would have suspected a much closer, a much larger army coming in from Moonstar. Not quite sure what happened there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 1. Please stay tuned for Game number 2.